Where are we going?
To California. Dance.
Be performing for a lot of people in Disneyland, Anaheim, California.
Ever been in California before?
No, never.
Las Vegas?
Never. Only on the TV, only on the shows.
What are you most excited about?
Well, my opportunity to dance in Disneyland.
And why do you dance?
Because it's fun, and if I didn't do it, then I would just be at home watching TV, not doing much.
Have you ever seen the ocean before?
No.
Ever been to California before?
Nope.
Or Las Vegas?
No.
Cool.
Capistrano Trading Post open for business.
Hello everybody, good morning. My name is Desiree Munoz. I'm here with my two cousins, Sammy and Delilah Rodriguez. They're siblings and they're my first cousins. We're the Coastal Rumsden Carmel tribe of the Ohlone people. Originally we're from the San Francisco Bay Area. That's why we have a lot of different shawls and grass skirts, as you can see. The reason why that we sing the Away Shamar song is because Our 12th generation great grandfather, Shania, is actually from the mission of Carmel. And the reason why we're saying his name in that song is because we're welcoming him to come in and join us with that song.
La hieni washte achala kota wogla ke amatake pi apetitile mechante ta wogla ke hanape choose apolo. Etele tiwahe ti ta sape oyang ke I am a member of the Sichangu Lakota people. In 1880, the United States government outlawed the practices of our ceremonies and our languages throughout the country. And so there was well over 1,000 some plus tribes that used to exist. Today we're dealing with a little over 566, 70, but there's more tribes than that. There's certain tribes that are only acknowledged by the state, like the Pamunkeys up in the Carolinas. And so this is something that we have to acknowledge. We are from Omaha, Nebraska. These kids, most of them are a part of the Omaha Public Schools. And so without these little guys, without this commitment that they've chosen to participate in, we wouldn't be able to travel around and let people know that we are still here, that we are still standing, we're still singing and dancing. And so at this time, we'd like to go into a hoop dance. At this time, we'll go into our Warriors dance. This is the Memila Oyate Nation. And so this is the Butterfly Nation dance. This is how the girls' fancy shawl was created. Turns around, these are actually rooster hackles. They're feathers that have been dyed and attached to them. And so it takes us a long time because we have to eat all these chickens. Okay? So at this time, we're going to go into our men's fancy. That time in the 1850s, we didn't have the metal that you see, but there was this grouping of people who were migrating down southward from the Canada areas, and they were the fur traders. And what they brought with them was the Copenhagen snuff, tobacco. And so what we did was we cut that lip off and we rolled the cones. And so that's how we get these jingles. And so this is my little champion tobacco chewer right here, Eliana. See this face? This is what we call wachinko. This is the pout face. And so we're gonna go into our women's jingle. And so thank you. So this is once again the Helushka, part of the Helushka Warrior Society of the Omaha people, also known as the Grass Dance.
It here and not here, here or there. Very close to the belly button, over and under, over and under. This technique was used when we went to go gather seeds or berries. Now the one basket on my hat would have taken almost a year, and did take almost a year to make. This one that we're going to make is only going to take about 40 minutes or 45 minutes. This is one that you'd make really quick because you see the berries are on the hill. You say, oh, let's make one. So you grab up the plants that are in the creek. And once I've gone up around about 3 or 4 times, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend it in the shape of a jellyfish.
So this morning, because you shared so much beautiful dancing yesterday, and now you get to just, you don't have to get dressed, no more regalia, but we did want to bring Steve Garcia out here.
The dance that I do for you is one of the oldest styles in Northern Traditional. And I always say Pelamaya to the Omaha for this my bustle here. It represents that battlefield and those warriors. And so this was given to me when I was younger by a man at the time who was in his late 70s or early 80s. And he told me, keep this going. He said, I won't tell you which nation these some of these Wayakas come from because they'll get offended. But they were taken in a few raids. So the feathers, some of the feathers I have on these bustles is really, really old. And so I can feel that energy when I dance.
Okay, so they're gonna do a bear song right now, and then
where we teach about Native American, about environmental studies, but from a Native American perspective. We teach about, I think I already said this, we teach you about how we as humans, as two-leggeds, relate to our environment, but also from a scientific perspective. So we take both perspectives and put them together so that we have the best of both worlds.
Well, this one elder that came to visit, he said, I see you doing the eagle dance. I said, excuse me? And he said, I want to teach you. He goes, but you'll be doing it differently as time goes by. And he says, sometimes you'll do it to different groups. Sometimes you'll do it to CD music or tape music, he said back then. We didn't have CDs yet. And he said, keep this dance going, and when you're older, bring it back.
Pineapple grape.
Want some chips? Want some chips?
This is a leg bone from a deer. This is the top part. This has been shaped. There's a whole bottom part that's been cut off. This is used for punching holes in leather so that they can sew their clothes together. This is that snail shell from the ocean. This one's a whistle. And then the way they drilled some of the different shells or the stones. So you guys see this, a pump drill, basic. This one has a nail in it. Some of the more traditional, some of the different games. Hand buzzers. This is made out of a knuckle of a deer knee bone. Now it's not gonna work. I've had it working all morning. It's the ring and pin game. This morning I got all of them. Stick dice, gambling. Anybody got their car? They throw them down, and you get all of this side up. It's 3 sticks. You get all of this side up. It's 2 sticks. You get 2 and 2. It's 1 stand.
We have visitors from Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. So we thought we'd do a cultural exchange. So what we did is we brought out some of the California artifacts or tools that they would use in their daily life, and then we're sharing them with the Omaha, Nebraska people, and kind of doing what they would use or what they have back home, and seeing some of the similarities, and then see some of the differences between what we have and what they have back home that we don't have out here and stuff like that.
How do you play? Hey, can I try the game?
Tinkering with them. You're always making them better because this is what's going to save you when you're hunting.
We're playing games. So, does anybody have a
Oh no, the other way.
Oh, good. That's what I like. Well, thank you. I love that.
Like this. Put your arms out like this. That's where you want to be on your board. So see where you're at. Your fingers are at the T over the waistline. Boom. All right, let's practice it again. If you guys are popping up, you want to just be right here. You don't want to pop out hard. Pop up. You got it. Pop up. Boom. All right.
So how's it going?
Good.
What are you guys doing?
We're about to go surfing.
Are you scared?
No.
Scared.
Ready?
Getting ready to surf.
Cool. Are you scared? Nervous?
No.
No? Okay.
I just want to surf. Ew, Nikki's feeling.
I hope that the kids know the true history of the California natives, and they got something, a little piece of us, and we got a little piece of them of the cultural exchange that we had. So I hope that they take that and they take it back to their people and they give it to the next 7 generations.
With many of our community members, we really put together a very strong program, an educational program of 2 separate cultural entities, one from the state of, Nebraska, and one from California, and put the native kids together, and we kind of saw the strengths of each other and the similarities. We had a chance to see what was unique about their tribal experience, whether it was a little different in spirituality or a little bit different in language. It's been a beautiful experience, and I think the last thing that I can say is that, you know, we're all relations. You know, and also in our language we say Nokshun Loek Ompalov, which means from a deep place in my heart I thank you, and I do. I'm very grateful.
I believe we have reservations. In North Dakota or in South Dakota?
That'd be pretty. Great Disney books.
I got mine. I got mine.
This way I'm like with the hair. They're great.
Perfect. Thank you.
Good to see you. Bright and early. Wonderful. Hello there. Good to see you folks. We are Five and Dime. Hi, sugar. It's a beautiful day to be sitting on top of the world. There you go.
That's okay.
We're gonna go ahead and do a restroom break first, and then we'll go backstage. So everybody follow me.
Landon, let's go.
You're about to go behind stage and get ready. What's in your headspace right now?
All the kids have fun and everything, and they're all running around now, so everything's good right now. And like I said, just get this performance out of the way and hope everything goes all right.
So, man,
This is it, man. You're about to go behind stage. What's going through your head?
Nothing.
You
To
nervous?
empty mine.
You nervous?
No.
This is it, man.
I'm scared.
We're making history.
We're making history for our people, and not just for anybody else, for our people. The Umaho Nation.
Punching each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disney Performing Arts is proud to present this live performance just for you. Under the direction of Tammy Maldonado and Nicole Tamayo Bergman, and coming to you from Omaha, Nebraska, please give a warm California welcome to the Young Spirit Dancers.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are from Omaha, Nebraska. We are members of the Sichangu Lakota people from Rosebud, South Dakota. We also have members of the Omaha Nation here from Nebraska, the Dene Nation, the Cherokee tribe, and the Ho-Chunk Nation as well. And so most of the kids here are actually students within the Omaha Public Schools. And so we created a nice program, a native program. And so this is the cultural component that exists in Omaha, Nebraska. The first dance we have for you is a hoop dance that actually originated down in the Southwest amongst the Pueblo people. And so from that time on, this dance has spread throughout the world. And so during these different formations that these young kids are going to be making, you'll see the different shapes of our relatives that exist. And the last one I know will be of little Mickey Mouse. So thank you once again for allowing us to be down here at Disneyland. So this is amazing. So at this time we'll go into our hoop dance.
Micah.
Hey,
have for you is a men's traditional. This is one of my grandsons who dances this dance. This dance actually originated amongst the Omaha Nation, the tribe that resides in present-day Nebraska. And so they started out this dance and they acknowledge it as the Hilushka. It's a warrior society's dance. And so when we earn feathers, this is done through exploits and deeds carried out outside of the village. And so the other young gentleman up here is Landon. Landon is going to perform a Southern Straight. And so what the difference is there's a warrior society here, but Landon is a Southern Straight dancer. And so in doing this dance, he actually tracks. And you'll see the motions in which he has that acoustic, and he's following the tracks that exist in the earth. And so at this time, we'll go into our men's tradition. Today, the United States government actually acknowledges 566 federally recognized tribes within the boundaries of the U.S. borders. And so, once again, we have members of many different nations here, and so we all speak our own languages. This is the language that still exists on my reservation. I have been fortunate enough to kind of chill out and hang out with some grandmas and grandpas who spent the time to teach me a lot of these ways. And so in doing so, we're incorporating this back into a more structured curriculum for our young and next generation. And so we put this dance troupe together about 1.5 years ago or so. And so we've had the opportunities to travel all over the country and explain that we're still here, we're still standing, we're still singing and dancing. And so there was many restrictions placed on our way of life. And so we're very fortunate enough today to actually go out and perform and explain to the people that we're still here. And so the next dance that we have for you is our young ladies. They're going to create what they call a women's or young girls fancy shawl dance. All of our dances, all of our songs have their own origin stories in which they were created and brought to the people. And so this dance was created in South Dakota, the Black Hills area amongst the Lakota Nation. And so we had these young ladies who kind of were chilling out up in the Black Hills, and they were watching what we call the Mimila. The Mimila is a butterfly dancing around into the skies. And so they got their little shawls, their blankets, and they started mimicking the butterfly. And that's how this dance came to be. We arrived in California last Sunday, and we've been doing cultural workshops with the indigenous peoples of California. So it's been a wonderful experience for our children to intermingle and understand the existence of all the other tribes that are in the United States boundaries still once again. And so to understand the regalia, the outfits, the clothing, the foods, and a way of life that is totally different from ours is very educational for this next generation. The next dance we have for you is a men's fancy. This dance originated down in Oklahoma Territory. And so long ago, this was created by the United States government once again to house all of our indigenous peoples who were removed from ancestral homelands. They were placed in the state of Oklahoma, and this is where 39 tribes still presently reside at today. And so it was amongst all these different nations, these different tribes, to create their own style of a dance. And so back in the 1800s, Buffalo Bill was actually creating the Wild West show, and that's how this dance came to be. And so this is what we call the men's fancy. To us, this drum brings a lot of enjoyment. It's good medicine for us to hear these songs once again. Our lead singer here is actually Douglas Esau. He's a member of the Maha Nation, so could we give him a round of applause? Dougie's been singing since he was like this big and this big. And so I've known Doug for almost 20 plus years, so it's been a wonderful time, and we've built a really strong and wonderful relationship around this drum and around this way of life again. And so the next dance we have for you is what we call the women's jingle. This is a healing dance. This is a medicine dress that was given to the people through a dream, through a vision. And so a long time ago, there's this band of people who live up north of the Great Lakes area. And so it was around this area, around the mid-1800s, that this dress was actually created. This individual, in most tribes, we go to the highest point of whatever region we're living in, we're residing in at that time, to go and pray, to go and communicate and ask the Creator for guidance and for help. And so during this vision quest that this individual was seeking, because his daughter became very ill, and so he went to the hilltop, and this is the vision that he received. And it was in the mid-1800s. We didn't have access to the metals that you see today, and so it was a material that was brought in as a trade material, an item. Because long ago, the fur traders who made their ways in the 1800s actually brought that Copenhagen snuff tobacco. We cut the outer lip off and we rolled
the jingles out of the lids of the Copenhagen. And so this is how this dress came to be. Thank you. This time we'll go into what they call the grass dance. In Lakota language, we acknowledge the PG, the grass, the big tall prairie grass that exists in the plains. We understood the importance of this grass because this is what fed all of our horses and our buffaloes. I've lived in and on the Rosebud Sioux Reservation for many years. And so I've been very fortunate enough, once again, to have some cultural teachings passed on to me. And so I'm actually a brain tanner. I butcher out buffaloes and I make buffalo robe blankets still today. And so this exists. The headdresses that you see on all of our individuals' head is made out of the porcupine guard hair and the deer tails that exist out in the forest. And so this is a dance that was actually created amongst the Omaha Nation, another part of the Helushka Warrior Society. And so long ago, it wasn't uncommon to actually collect scalps. But later on, we changed that up and we started collecting bundles of grass and adorning our bodies, our outfits. And this is how this dance came to be, to show the people and explain the importance and significance of the prairie grass that still exists, because that's what kept us alive. And so at this time we're going to Omaha Elushka grass dance. If you notice up on stage here, I actually brought my family staff. And so on this family staff, we have feathers, eagle feathers dangling off of this. Each one of those feathers actually represents a deceased veteran within my family from World War I to present day. And so we acknowledge our warriors in a very respectful manner. When they come home, we have special ceremonies for them to release that burden of whatever has taken place outside of the village. And so this still exists today. And so we have certain feathers that are given to our warriors after they come back from war. And we have our combat vets always acknowledge and honor them in this way. The last dance that we have for you, just like when we opened this up, we started with the hoop dance because of that continuation of life, of that circle, of that hoop. And so this still exists. We had to go underground and keep this way of life alive. It's not uncommon to hear stories of yesteryear where our grandmas and grandpas had to go into hiding to keep the language and the ceremonies alive once again. And so we are the indigenous people of this land. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to showcase who we are. And we'd like to thank Disneyland for allowing Young Spirit dancers here in California. The last dance we have for you is what we call a round dance. It's the dance of unity of what we call Wola Kota Uachi. This is a dance of peace and harmony. So thank you once again.
The Young Spirit Dancers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for this special performance hosted by Disney Performing Arts. May you continue to enjoy the rest of your day at Disney California Adventure, a place where dreams come true.